Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Ladies, please join me. We have a lot to talk about here. The Divine Masculine. I want to put the music up, but YouTube rules dictate that you can't have certain music on, which is why us YouTubers tend to produce our own content. I guess I'll put this down because it will distract me. All right. There's a lot of emotions going on right now. The masculine is having a tantrum. Voy a romper todas tus cartas de amor. It's like okay, I'm going to rip up all your love notes. Para que no queden huellas de mis sentimientos. So that I don't have any huellas. How do you say huellas? Like imprint of your, so that there's no imprint of your feelings. Oh my God. So it's like a lot of anger, or maybe not anger, but a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment. But it sounds, there is something said for this. It's like, it's every masculine was once a beautiful boy. Okay? Every masculine was once a beautiful baby boy. To someone. Maybe not to everybody, but to somebody. Oh, that reminds me of something, but forget it. All right. Am I supposed to even mention this? Because it's kind of like, what's the point? All right. It's a bad joke. Okay, I had a friend that said to me right before I was with child. I don't know. We got into the conversation about children or whatever, and he said, when somebody says, "Oh, he's so gracious," or something like that. This is in Spanish, so maybe the translation isn't the same, but it's like, "Oh, what a gracious baby, qué gracioso." That it really means, they're trying to avoid saying that the baby's ugly. So, oh, months down the line, I have my child, and we're at a family gathering, and I think it was one of his family members that said that about my son, my firstborn. Oh, he's so gracious. And the moment that the lady said that, she was older. The moment she said that, me and him just went, like, are you kidding me? Like, he's looking at me like embarrassed because he told me the secrets of how his family kind of thinks. As a joke, though, like, it was not a big deal. I didn't take it personal. But, oh, Lord. So I don't know how that plays into your story, Divine Feminine. There could be some customs, some kind of like, I'll give another one up, which is funny. This was further back in my youth. I had a good friend of mine. He was a Virgo, and he says to me, he is Cuban, and I'm Dominican. And he goes, yeah, I know, you're Dominican. I'm like, why are you saying it's so weird? He's like, because you're Dominican. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm Dominican. And then like, he had to say it a few times. I was like, oh, dumb in a can. Holy shit. Dumb. Are you? And then, of course, you realize, he's dissing me. This is my kind of slang. I might sound super ancient, excusez-moi for the youngins that might come across my channel, assuming I only speak on astrology, which I do. And all of this, trust and believe it's relevant. I know for a fact, and I'll make it make sense soon. Dumb in a can. Anyways, and so it was like teasing, cultural teasing that we would kind of have amongst each other. And so, why did that come through originally? All men were once somebody's beautiful baby, right? So, this masculine, he's called El Torito, which is like the small, um, the small bull. And it's he's singing this song, like he's gonna rip all these letters, until every drop of your poison is out of my blood. This is how severe these emotions are, right? Like, how dare she do this to me? Very hurt by this woman. Now, when the masculine is innocent and young and impressionable, and his first, love breaks his heart, those emotions are valid. And they're supposed to lessen as he matures, because he's supposed to gain or gather understanding of how he feels and how he allowed himself to fall without it being a punishment to subsequent individuals. But an unhealed masculine is going to create boundaries to protect himself that prevent him from being as open and loving and genuinely carefree and loving the next partner, simply because of a pain that someone else created. So the message is that the masculine is probably healing these wounds, core wounds. We have a Capricorn and Cancer energy kind of was amplified, as well as Taurus and Scorpio. So maybe those signs are healing that energy. There was more to say about that. Okay. So the feminine energy, divine feminine, you may have or be processing or have dealt with energies to do with like really putting on a pedestal your masculine, or really believing. Okay, the movie The Ugly Truth, I tried to post a clip about it yesterday on YouTube. They blocked it because the ugly truth isn't pretty. So the movie The Ugly Truth, I won't give it away, but there was a scene, the one that I wanted to post was, he has a talk show. His name is Mike. And she overhears him. She's coming home from a horrible date, okay? It was despicable. And she just turns on the TV as she's taking off her shoes, trying to get unwind and get comfortable. She overhears him being very like, judging all the psychology books made by women about how men feel and how women hate men that hate women that hate men. I mean, it went down that trail, and it was, so it's like mocking, that kind of pattern within society in relationships. And he's giving his very masculine, very logical perspective on the matter, and she's getting very heated because it goes completely against her ideal of the perfect man. And she calls in to complain because she's kind of like a Karen in that way. So she calls him, starts complaining. I'll have you know that, your perspective on men is, disgusting, whatever. He's like, oh, so, what is it then? And she's like, well, he's gentle, he's loving, he's, whatever. And he's like, are you gay or something? And she's like, no, why? He's like, you're describing a woman. And she's like, she can't see it. In her mind, she's, this is her ideal man. And then I guess she goes back into it. He goes, well, you know what? I'll give you, he wages a bet. I'll give you this much money if you can find this man. If you can bring this man to me, to my studio. And she goes, well, I thought it was a hypothetical. I thought it was, I thought that's what we were doing. We were just describing. He goes, and that's where he realizes, he goes, oh my God, you must be like a dog or something, or you must be like disgusting, in terms of a masculine, because his perspective is that a man is he doesn't think like women think in terms of, it's like he's just thinking with, his genitals, and that's about it. Very extreme perspective, but so does she in terms of how a man is. So that's the whole point of the movie. He's extreme, men are completely unemotional, and she's like they're completely, empathetic and compassion, romantic, and all these wonderful things. So in the process, that's the whole point, is the merging of those two energies. I won't give away the storyline, but it's seeing it from those two aspects. So I feel like Divine Feminine could feel like, maybe somewhat disappointed in some of the masculine energies that she's had to encounter in her life. The expectation versus the when she comes to an understanding of reality, or where she can put things together and realize, I guess if you're going to make it make sense and put facts to it, it's like, okay, you can maybe quantify it. Okay, 1 out of 10 men are honest. That's just a generalization, obviously. But like in your own experience of life, you can maybe say, you can see things on a scale with a percentage of interactions equal a certain outcome, and you're like, okay, you can fairly see something in a balanced way. Do all men act a certain way? No. Do most men act a certain way? Yes. But then there's a certain I guess space that you don't get caught up in anymore, not going to extreme with idealism and not going to extreme with realism, the all or nothing, 'cause I want it all or nothing at all. Yeah, we don't want to do that. There's nowhere left to fall. When you reach the bottom, it's now or never. Okay. What's the name of that group? It's called Nothing. Wait. All or Nothing. No, Nothing at All. That's what it's called. It was a boy band, but I can't remember the boy band name. 'Cause I want it all. So that's a little extreme. All or nothing at all. So it's like, what is all? Define all, please. Can you tell me what do you mean you want all? All is, what is all exactly? I don't know, but still no communication, huh? What's going on? People are keeping tight-lipped about where they're gonna go with their creativity, where they're taking their, it's almost like the moment of truth of where someone stands. Like, do you really sit on your throne or not? Are you king of your castle or are you not? We're looking at Libra energies. It looks like something is not, either there's a Libra that's not adjusting to this energy, or this energy is not adjusting to Libra. And it has to do with creative energy. It has to do with being motivated in a way. Maybe motivated to travel, or motivated to motivated towards religion or a belief of some sort. Someone's trying to connect with you, but they're, oh, speaking of which, your masculine may have contacted you on an energetic level, maybe in a dream. You may have seen it in a dream, or you may have just felt a very close, embracing, like an embrace. But there's closeness in the connection. Like you feel each other. You're very connected at this time emotionally, or you sense each other's feelings at this time. Now, you could be dealing. Did we mention Virgo earlier today when I started this reading? Well, you could be dealing with the Virgo. Oh, I mentioned my friend, right? That was a Virgo. So okay. So this person, you might just have this masculine. You might be feeling them as their presence is close to you at this time. They might be thinking of you strongly. They might be reminiscing. They might be in your neighborhood, but or your environment, just hidden from you in your environment. Now, why would they be hidden from your environment? Maybe they don't feel like, maybe they don't belong in your home, or they don't feel that they belong in your home. Maybe they have like another commitment or something, or they're tied into something else, but they really are curious about you. They really need to like be in your energy. It seems they're very attracted to you, but something is preventing them from engaging with you at this time, and it's being kept hidden, either from you or just in general. It might be a partnership that's hidden. Now, it doesn't always necessarily mean that it's, with romantic partner. It could be an ex spouse is still in the picture more than you would expect, or in a way that you don't, or that they wouldn't want you to have, or something weird like that. Could be any of that. It could be a relationship to somebody that maybe you don't consider in your best interest of some way, or maybe in your masculine's best interest. Either way. This masculine is very attached to you, okay? But either there's something that they don't know about you, that they need to, something in regards to different values. You could be dealing with a Scorpio energy also, or a Taurus. Scorpio in reverse, or Taurus. Or this could just be about your money. It could be about your resources. This person I feel like there's an aspect of yourself that you may not see. I'm getting Pluto energy, affecting your resources perhaps through your maybe through your 5th house, or through your solar plexus, okay? Could also be through your 3rd house, or through your communication. We have Capricorn energies. So authority can be an issue at this time. Maybe having your personal authority, or exerting your authority. Your masculine could be also seeing you as some form of authority, or he himself is an authority figure at this time, like something in the workplace. It could just be or just in terms of something that they do for a job, or something that they're working on, maybe even in the home. It has become their philosophy, or has become their story of their home, or who is their family. I'm also getting like your spiritual family, because that's like Aquarius energy, and I suddenly got it's like I'm getting also like communication that's more mental connections, partnerships that are more subconscious, I guess you could say, where you're committed to certain energies from your past life, or people that share your energy. Okay, it's somehow being kept occult, or is being kept hidden. We have fifth house energies here, or we have Leo energies. I feel like you might be working on a creative project, so that information may be coming out soon, or it may be getting exposed. Okay, so you might be exposing some kind of project that you're working on. So I'll leave it there. I'll come back with another message. Take care.